just out for an overnight in the middle of August. It's a grey day. It's been damp all morning. It's just cleared up a small bit now. Forecast is a little bleak. Small craft warning for later on this afternoon, up to 22 knots, something like that. So I'm just heading up towards the north end of the bay and get in before anything nasty occurs. The wind is pretty much easterly, northeasterly today. The forecast says southerly, possible 6. So not sure what way the wind will go later on, but I'll heed to the forecast anyway, never ignore it. Lobster boat there, just picking up all this pots. So it's a lovely day though, besides that, and I'm out for the night, hopefully. Just left Short Light behind me there. Probably a bit noisy on the phone now. Clipping along, doing what? 4.3, 4.4 knots. She was doing 5 with the tide earlier on. Yeah. That's looking north now up towards what we call Mulranny. But you can see the low cloud over on the Nathan Range there in the distance. But it's great to be out, make the most of it. So we'll see how I get on. Sunday morning, day after the night before, where I'd been up in Rockfleet. Very blustery this morning, very grey and overcast, as you can see. But I'm actually heading towards the back of the lighthouse at Inishcourt, coming around the islands. Just trying to get out of the weather. It's a grey, blustery day. Got hit there with a squall about an hour ago. I've got very little sail up, a reef main and a bit of a handkerchief of a head sail. Yeah, so it's all a bit damp. Wouldn't be everybody's cup of tea now to be doing this, but it's grand. It's good to get out for a night, I think, you know. And heading back, it's going to be about midday before I get back, and that'll be okay. And that's the end of my holiday. So yeah, just keep my eye on the shoreline here. Just coming around this point. Let's put in a little jibe. It used to be an inhabited island there. No longer the case. Be good for somebody. And then looking back where I came from, all the islands. Not all that water now is navigable. It's reefed, it's shallow, it's full of little hazards all over the place. So you need to know what you're doing. But anyway, it's great to be out. So I'm going to make this turn now. So I'm going to have to put the phone away. Okay, bye now. Afternoon out the bay. Nice southerly breeze there, slightly southwesterly at the moment. That is Clare Island in the distance. I'm probably about 4 miles from Clare Island at this point. And then slightly in the distance you can see the grayer colour is Inishturk. The more greener headland there than the Runa Point, Runa Keel. Yeah, so just out for the day, nothing else. Typically forecast, small craft warning is forecast for this afternoon. Never seem to get caught a break really with the weather, but that's the way it goes. So it's just very nice to get out at least, and plan is just to make much west in here as I can while the wind is anyway decent, and then about turn and I'll head back in before I get blown to bits with 20 knots of wind or whatever it is forecast. Well, it's great to be out. It's marvellous just to get out for a day, and the wind is lovely. It's stayed reasonably dry. I'm in my oilies, yeah, because there was a few spits of rain, but it's very nice. It's lovely. It's great to be out. Lovely day out. Another Sunday afternoon. This is what's this, the 8th, 9th of October, and it's an amazingly glorious day. Can't see what I'm looking at there, the summer sun. So I got out. Small craft warning for this afternoon, and it's 2 o'clock, half 2 already. But the weather here locally is absolutely amazing. It's like the middle of summer, not October. But anyway, I'm heeding the warning because it's there. So I'm just keeping close to where safety is. But it's glorious today now. I'm the only boat out. There was another boat out ahead of me, headed off towards Clare Island maybe, or something like that, maybe for the day. And it's just me and a fishing boat over there, and that's it. And it's warm, lovely breeze, just enjoying it. Won't be another week or two maybe I'll consider taking the boat out for the end of the season. So it's lovely to get a day like this, really unexpected. The rain yesterday was something else, which made me think that today wouldn't be so good, but today is even better than I expected. So it's great. That lighthouse is Inishgort Light. It's the entrance to Westport Harbour and also to Rossmoney, where we keep our boats. There's a narrow little channel here, the Green Buoy, and the distance is Dornish Buoy. It's a navigating mark, but also it tells you that it gets shallow, and if you have the wind over tide effect in there, it's quite dramatic. But either way, it's great to be out. Another little boat over there. I thought it was a boat. It's actually a windsurfer beside the fishing boat. Don't know if it comes up in the camera, but anyway, there it is. Breeze is fresh. It's sitting at 12 to 15 knots. It was 18 earlier on when I was heading out. I have a reef in. I kept it in because the forecast did give some warning, so I just kept it in, but I don't really need the full main. I have most of my head sail out, clipping along here, doing 4.5 knots at times, 5.5 knots at times, flying along. It's great. It's a privilege. work I did underneath the boat over winter, where I scraped all the old anti-foul off and sanded it, washed it, and then put a fresh coat of anti-foul on it, made such a difference to the performance of the boat. I think quite easily I'm getting an extra knot of speed. She just glides. She feels like she just glides through the water, and I wouldn't have had that sensation last year. So if you're thinking about work to do in your boat and you hadn't done that scraping off the bottom over years and years of layers of anti-foul, a power hose and then some sanding will do wonders to it. Smooth it down, wash it with fresh water, and then apply, let it dry off actually for a few months over the winter, and then apply some fresh anti-foul, and I'll be amazed if you don't notice the difference. Anyway, there you go. Oh, I see another sailboat joining me. Tip of the mainsail coming out there. All the big boats were lifted out yesterday, so I don't know who that would be. Probably one of the ruffians. There's a class of ruffian 23s in Rossmoney now, so it's probably one of them. Okay, there you go. Great to be out.